The world outside is painted in shades of deep white and twilight blue. Imagine you are walking along a quiet, snow-covered path deep in the mountains. It is late afternoon. The sun has already dipped below the tree line, leaving the sky a soft, bruised purple that is slowly fading into the dark indigo of night. The air is cold, crisp and clean. It is the kind of cold that wakes up your skin, but feels refreshing against your face, contrasting with the warmth of your clothes. You are bundled up, wearing a heavy wool coat that falls below your knees, and a thick cashmere scarf wrapped twice around your neck. Sturdy boots crunch satisfyingly into the fresh snow with every step you take. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It is the only sound in the world right now. The forest around you is silent, asleep under a thick blanket of winter. The pine trees are heavy with snow, their branches bowing low, like heavy velvet curtains closing on the day. You stop for a moment just to listen to the silence. It is vast and peaceful. There are no cars, no voices, no distant hum of the city, just the stillness of the trees and the soft whisper of a gentle wind moving through the needles. You watch your breath form a cloud of white mist in the air, floating up and dissolving into the twilight. Up ahead, through the trees, you see a light, a warm, golden glow spilling out from a small window in the distance. It is the cabin, your destination. It sits nestled against the base of a hill, smoke curling lazily from its stone chimney, rising up to meet the first stars of the evening. It looks like a painting, a small square of warmth in a landscape of cool blue. Knowing that warmth is waiting for you makes the cold air feel even better. You take a deep breath of the pine-scented air, adjust your scarf, and walk the final few steps toward the door. You reach the heavy wooden door. It is made of dark oak, weathered by years of winter storms. You turn the cold iron handle, and it opens with a solid weight. You step inside. Immediately, the wind is gone. The cold is gone. You close the door behind you, and you slide the heavy iron deadbolt shut. Click. That sound is the signal that the world is locked out. You are safe inside. The cabin is filled with a gentle warmth that wraps around you like a hug. The air here smells of cedar wood, dried herbs, and the faint, comforting scent of wood smoke from the hearth. You stomp the snow off your boots on the rough mat by the door. You unbutton your heavy coat, sliding it off your shoulders, feeling the weight leave you. You hang it on the hook by the door, watching it sway slightly before coming to a rest. You unwind your scarf and place your gloves on the small wooden table. With every layer you remove, you feel lighter. The weight of the journey, the weight of the day, is shedding off of you. You walk further into the room. The floorboards are made of wide, polished oak. They feel solid and smooth beneath your feet, creaking softly and welcomingly as you move. The room is lit only by the soft glow of a lamp in the corner, and the orange light coming from the embers in the fireplace. Everything in this room is made for comfort. The walls are made of sturdy logs, chinked with mortar to keep the drafts out. There are thick woven rugs on the floor in shades of deep red and brown. There are shelves lined with old, leather-bound books that have been read 1,000 times. It is a room that asks nothing of you. You decide to make something warm to drink before you settle down. You walk into the small kitchenette at the back of the cabin. It is simple here. A wooden counter, a stone sink, and a small stove. You fill a kettle with water from the tap. You place the kettle on the stove and turn the dial. You listen as the flame flickers to life with a soft whoosh. While you wait for the water to boil, you choose a mug. It is a heavy ceramic mug, glazed in a speckled cream color. It feels substantial in your hand, thick and cool to the touch. You open a tin of tea leaves. The smell drifts up to you. Chamomile, lavender, and a hint of vanilla. It is the scent of sleep. You place the leaves into the strainer. Behind you, the water begins to heat up. You hear the faint rumble as it begins to boil, a low, steady, bubbling sound. You pour the hot water over the tea leaves. Steam rises up instantly, curling into the air, dancing in the dim light of the kitchen. You watch the water turn a golden amber color. You hold the mug in both hands for a moment, just letting the heat soak into your palms, traveling up your wrists, warming your blood, carrying your tea. You walk back into the main living area. You pause by the bookshelf on your way to the fire. Your fingers trail lightly over the spines of the books. Some are smooth leather. Some are rough canvas. You read the titles, but you don't really take them in. Old stories of travel, botanical encyclopedias, collections of poetry. They are friends that have been waiting here for you. You don't need to read them tonight. It is enough just to know they are there, filling the room with their quiet presence and the smell of old paper and ink. You move toward the fireplace now. It is the heart of the room. A bed of embers is glowing, pulsing with a deep, dark red heat. You kneel down on the thick rug. You reach for a piece of dry birch wood from the woven basket. The bark is papery and white, peeling off in little curls. You place the log gently onto the iron grate. You watch. You wait. Slowly. The embers catch the wood. A small flame flickers to life, yellow and blue, dancing along the edge of the bark. Then another, and another. Soon. The log is crackling softly. Pop. Hiss. Snap. It is a mesmerizing sound. You watch the flames grow, turning the wood into heat, turning the solid into spirit. The light from the fire washes over the room, casting long, dancing shadows on the log walls. The orange glow illuminates the grain of the wood, the texture of the rug, and the softness of the furniture. You hold your hands out to the warmth again. You are completely protected here. The fire is your companion. Warmed by the fire, you stand up and move to the window one last time. You look out through the glass. The storm has arrived. Snow is falling harder now, thick, heavy flakes drifting down from the dark sky. The wind is blowing the trees. You can see their dark shapes swaying in the night, but inside, you are separated from it. There is a thick pane of glass between you and the cold. It feels wonderful to be on this side of the window, to watch the chaotic weather outside, while the air around you is still, to see the snow pile up against the sill while you are dry. The contrast makes the comfort deeper. The storm outside only emphasizes the peace inside. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. You turn away from the window and carry your tea over to the large armchair by the fire. This is your spot. You sit down. The chair is upholstered in soft, worn velvet. The cushions sink to accommodate you, molding perfectly to the shape of your body. You pull a heavy, knitted blanket over your legs. It is soft, heavy, and warm. You tuck it in around your sides, cocooning yourself. You take a sip of the tea. It is perfect, warm, floral, and soothing. You can feel the warmth traveling down your chest, settling in your stomach. You lean your head back against the headrest. Your eyes drift toward the fire. The flames have settled down now, burning steady, burning slow. The log is breaking down into glowing coals. Your eyelids feel heavy, heavier than they have felt all day. The sound of the wind outside is just a distant murmur now, a white noise that blocks out everything else. The crackle of the fire is a lullaby. You feel your muscles loosening, untying the knots of the day. The tension in your jaw releases. Your tongue falls away from the roof of your mouth. The shoulders drop away from your ears. The hands uncurl, resting loosely in your lap. The thoughts in your mind are slowing down, like leaves floating on a slow-moving stream. They drift by, and you let them go. You don't need to catch them. You don't need to examine them. Just let them float away into the dark. The room is fading. The orange light of the fire is becoming a soft blur behind your closed eyelids. You are sinking deeper into the chair, sinking deeper into the warmth. Gravity is holding you gently. The earth is supporting you. The cabin is protecting you. Breathing in, breathing out. Slow, steady. The day is done. The work is finished. The storm is outside. You are safe inside. Drifting, drifting. Sleep.